Hello YouTube viewers and metalworking enthusiasts, welcome back to DXTECH channel. In this edition today, I'm going to introduce you our press brake bending factory right here. Today I'm going to introduce this special 500-ton, 6 meters long CNC hydraulic press brake bending machine with German-made DE15 controller. But before that, I want to give a brief introduction of the press brake bending industry. First of all, in the market currently there are mainly two brands of the controller: the traditional mechanical NC controller with E21 or TP10S controller, and the CNC hydraulic press brake bending machine with some well-known brand like the Italian controller from the Netherlands, ESA controller from Italy, and also CyberLab controller from Swiss. But this DE15 controller from Germany is really cost-effective and economical. That's why we have sold so many machines like this one globally. It's very economical and cost-effective. Today, I'm going to introduce the main configurations and the bending parameters for you. Let's get started. First of all, the total length of the workbench for this bending machine is 6 meters long, right? Around 20 feet. That's why many customers previously who are working in the container building industry bought a lot of this machine. And the pressure, tonnage pressure of this machine is 500 tons. If the total bending length of the plates is 6 meters long, for example, carbon steel, it can bend up to 10 millimeters thickness. Well, if it's a stainless steel plate with 6 meters long, the maximum thickness can come to 5 millimeters. Okay, now let's dive into some of the main configurations and components of this press brake bending machine. First of all, the total length of the workbench is around 20 feet, 6 meters long, and the maximum tonnage is 500 tons. Also, you can see the front support. There are some sliders on top, which makes it much easier to move the metal sheets inside before bending. Also, the punch knife and dies is standard with the auto segmentation configuration. And also, this equipment equipped with Italian MSD laser protection device. Also, the grating rulers and the hydraulic proportional valve and the synchronized assembly are all originally from Germany REF company, together with the controller. Also, the guide rail is we use the Taiwan Haiwen brand for the back gauge. And the servo motor for the back gauge, we use China Innovance brand. By the way, the tonnage range of the bending machine now our company can customize is from 40 tons to 1,000 tons. And the total length of the workbench we can customize up to 80 meters. You can see the electrical parts we use from Schneider brand, which is top quality in this industry. Also the servo drivers we use the Aston brand, which is also high quality. So you can see this unique grounding system for this bending machine. It can guarantee the deflection compensation value is always accurate, so that the bending pressure and angle along the workbench is always equivalent. This is the foot switch, and this is the DE15 controller. Also, this controller is 4+1 axis, and it supports the 2-dimensional graphic programming and simulation. Also supports 3D graphics simulation. And next, I'm going to introduce the bending parameters of this machine. Okay. Before I tell you the main bending parameters of this bending machine, I want to introduce this underground foundation for this heavy-duty bending machine. Because you know it's 500 pound pressure, so this underground foundation is really necessary to stabilize the machine body. Okay. As for the bending parameter, first of all, the maximum opening height between the ramp and the workbench is 580 millimeters, and the through depth is 480 millimeters. Also, this machine equipped with the photoelectric sensor switch. Compared with the traditional manual switch, it's much more flexible. Also, the power of the main motor is 37 kilowatts. Now I'm going to introduce the axis of this press brake bending machine. As I said from the beginning, this is the 4+1 hydraulic CNC bending machine. You see, this is the bell gauge of this bending machine. You know, bell gauge is very important as the precision ruler for different kinds of metal sheet bending. First axis is the x-axis. X-axis refers to the bell gauge movement back and forth to apply for different ways of the flat bending. And R-axis is mainly to control the vertical movement of the bell gauge finger for some complex bending. And Y1, the right two axis, is mainly to control the two oil cylinders movement on two sides. The final axis is the Z-axis. Z-axis refers to the deflection compensation function, which is used to equalize the pressure along the workbench to make sure the angle are always the same when you are doing the bending. Finally, I want to say that our company for the market are really flexible for the bending machine industry. We are also very flexible and customizable for the connection with some automation function like robotic bending and panel benders. Also, we have another factory nearby which is specialized for manufacturing the laser cutting machine and the welding machine. So if you have the requirement of all these kind of metal fabrication requirements, don't hesitate to contact us. I'll be right there to communicate with you. Stay tuned, and I will see you very soon in the next video.